Welcome back to the channel on the weekend where West Ham got a surprising win over Brighton, Man United scrape another win over the line, and Liverpool come back from no man's land. I told you Nunes could score, right?
Darwin.
Darwin, never in doubt, mate, never in doubt. Let's get into the action. Right, kicking things off then, we've got Man United, Forest, 3-2 United. What a run from the main man himself, Awani. Absolute beast, scoring again, breaking a Forest record, 7 games on the bounce,
Forest
mate.
record, is it? What was Vardy's record when he broke it?
Oh, it was 10 or 11.
Was that the Prem record?
Yes.
Did he break it? Or
Yeah, he broke it, because I think Van Nistelrooy had it or something.
The thing with him is, you never know, because he could do it, because he seems to be able to score against anyone. He's scored against United and Arsenal this season so far. He's a big man.
That's the thing, you get to this 7 games, it'll be 8 games, you're like, well, yeah, he can do it.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it, really, if they get to that point.
He only ever scores 1, though, doesn't he? He rarely gets 2, does he?
Yeah,
I mean, it's assists, he's just a 1 goal man.
True, you take it, though. But I mean, I swear he got a brace towards the back end of the last season.
Times, mostly it's just 1.
Yeah,
but, he made Rashford look like a child, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's just powered through.
That was a point, actually, because I was like, I get it, like, Rashford's more of like an attacking fault like player, but there was no desire to get back. When he was getting back, there was a point where he could have easily made a challenge in the box and got a foot in on the ball.
I think like the initial like burst through. I think it took him. He must have been like whoa, and then when he realised, then I think he did try, but why was just too powerful? Nah.
If you rewatch it, there's a moment where he's like, you can do something, and then he's like, oh, hang on, I've got a second to do something, and puts a lackadaisical foot in.
All right, so you're saying Rashford
can't defend, mate. Lazy defender. Sell him
to Saudi.
I mean, he was never world class.
Overrated.
But I mean, Casemiro, I think, missed a sitter.
Oh, mate, what a miss! I heard it, mate. Honestly, I think I heard it on the radio, or I can't remember. But when I watched it, my days, shocking. I don't know how he's missed it.
Yeah, I've been on Casemiro's back a bit recently because I feel like he's lacking fitness hard. It's fallen off. But I mean, I think he got a goal in the end. Sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But Bruno looked back to his best. He was sort of showing signs the last couple of weeks. He's still got that temperament on him, which is one of them annoying players. To be fair to him, I think he's got a bit of class, isn't he?
I think he's been a bit unlucky so far this season. Like he's been putting up good numbers and stuff, his XG and stuff. So yeah, like fair play to him.
No, yeah, he's been looking good.
He's been Rashford.
Yeah, I mean,
but then Rashford's been playing up top. And he's just not a striker. Played on the left wing, and he wins the pen, doesn't he? He gets the goal.
Martial, bloody starting, mate. Yeah, what is he still doing at that club?
I just mental, innit?
Absolutely mental. He's nowhere near good. He hasn't been good enough for years.
How old is he now?
He's got to be pushing like late 20s.
In my head, he's like 25, but I reckon he's about 30.
I think he's like I think he's 28, 29.
Yeah,
could be late. It could be older.
He's been like 25 for like his whole career.
Well, he joined there with like all this promise.
Yeah,
and I can't remember him ever being like, "Oh, Martial, mate, he's sick." I mean, Man United fans will probably tell you something different. Like he probably scored 2 goals in 7 games.
Average, but it says a lot about character, isn't it? If he was a decent character and ambition, he would have gone to play. Do you know what I mean? He's obviously sat there on that wage for X how many years.
Yeah, true. I mean, what was it?
Forest played really well.
They did. They deserved more. I mean, Turner made that class save from Anthony. I don't remember that. That was a top draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely deserved something. It annoyed me because obviously United got back into the game, and I thought it was a bit of a crappy pen to concede as well.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit soft, but I think it probably was.
No, it was a pen. I mean, it's just one of them crappy situations. Like you just didn't need to go in that challenge there.
I think United got the first goal back early enough that it wasn't. I say never in doubt. You never know, but they were never struggling, were they? I always felt like they were going to.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, one of the games later, a little bit of a different story, but yeah, I mean, Forest scored both their goals early. Took them well. But I feel like when you're playing a top team like United or whatever, regardless if they're not in the best of form, going 2-0 up,
you can't.
It's always a risky business because a team like Forest would then potentially. To be fair, they didn't, but a lot of the time they'll take the foot off the gas a little bit and be like, right, let's try and protect the lead, which is fair enough. But you invite pressure.
Yeah, I think it's just a learning curve of things. Teams like Forest, when they go into that position, they've got to find a way to run at the win and keep.
So deal with it. But I've been impressed with Forest. I think they've definitely got enough.
I mean, really good.
We've been linked with Brennan Johnson. I think a few teams have, but I think even without him, I think they've still got enough to do bits. Obviously, White, Danilo, my boy, Awani.
Gibbs White and Awani are class. I really rate them.
Yeah,
really rate them. Can't believe we bought him, loaned him for 6 years, and then never. He's decent.
Yeah, no, he's banging seven on the trot, mate. Yeah. Let's get into Arsenal Fulham then. 2-2. Great early assist from Saka. Obviously, assisting the wrong team with Piera.
4 or 5 seconds,
57, I think. Sent Ramsdale for a cheeky hot dog. He said, "Hold this, mate."
I didn't give Fulham hope.
No,
I didn't give. I think it'd be 4-0. I just didn't see him scoring a goal.
No, I didn't. 45, to be fair,
55 seconds, whatever it was. Yeah, fair play. But yeah,
Arsenal
made it hard for Arsenal.
Yeah,
but Arsenal don't look right.
No, do you know what? I was thinking about it and I looked at the team. I don't know what Arteta's on. It feels like a sabotage mission because you think last season, their back four arguably, I know obviously finished second, but you'd argue top 3, top 5
quality.
back four in the league.
Solid.
He's completely fucked out.
Yeah, it's course. Yeah, and then dropping Gabriel. Like, why is
Gabriel,
he not him and Saliba.
Solid back two. Hang on.
Go on.
White and Saka. Little bit of like unity going on, like knew how each other were playing. Yeah, screwed that off, mate. Why are you going centre back? Like he's chucking a new player in left back. Weiss Party. There was arguments. He was one of the best defensive midfielders last season. Okay, they brought in Rice, but he's playing right back.
Yeah, it's mental. It's inverted. Yeah, well, this is what I'm going to say to you. Why just because Pep's gone inverted?
Why go and buy Havertz?
Right, do you know there is that question as well? Just because Pep's gone inverted, right? Yeah. And then Klopp tried it last season and it worked with Trent. Why is everyone else doing it? You don't need to copy. Like it's worked for them not to do that.
Yeah.
And if you talk about Partey, I thought he was going to go. You keep Partey, play him DM, Odegaard and Rice as your 2 8s. That is probably arguably the best midfield in the league. Yeah. Right? Why are you messing around? You're not scoring loads of goals from it.
No.
What are you doing?
Do you know what? You were sort of on the train and I was saying about I see Rice being brought before he got brought as a defensive midfielder. Yeah. You were like, no, he's more than that. He can play more.
He can play box to box, yeah.
So, but they haven't. They're playing him as a defensive midfielder and they're chucking Partey in. Why not put Partey there and have Rice and Odegaard? Rice with a bit of a free roam box to box. Similar to how we're playing. You've
got back four and know what they're doing.
Where you've got Basima as the 6, you have that as Partey. Yeah. You have Sarr as the engine, Rice, and then you have Odegaard as the Maddison, where you're the creative.
Yeah.
Perfect. Makes perfect sense.
The thing is, if they were, from an attacking point, if they were making loads of chances of scoring loads of goals, like they were last season, free flow, you'd understand it, but they're not.
No.
I don't know why you're trying to... Why would you change what's...
They don't look
change
comfortable.
Not broke? Like, they went so close last year, no one expected them to. Yeah. Carry on doing what you're doing. Yeah. Why are you changing? Don't what is it? Don't change what ain't broke.
That's exactly the saying.
What's the saying?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There you go.
Don't change it, it ain't broke.
Slight miss. Clip that.
But no, it makes perfect sense. I mean, if I was an Arsenal fan, which thankfully I'm not, I'd be raging. I'd be like, what are you doing? Like you say.
Hang on. Spurs have won a couple of games. He's on his high horse.
Well, it's not even on my high horse. I would never want to be an Arsenal fan. But if I was, you'd be raging. Because like you said, you were knocking on the door for winning the championship. And he's been like, well, that worked. Let me try something that doesn't work.
Do you know what I think it is? He was under Pep. Yeah, he's Pep's apprentice. He wants to be Pep. He's trying to be Pep. He's trying to be too clever.
Yeah,
like just keep it simple, mate. You're doing a really good job. Just keep it simple and do what you were doing. You don't need to fanny around with this inverted rubbish.
Yeah, but do you know what as well? Like, if he was doing this in pre-season, it's for 3 games into the Premier. He's trying it in every game.
He wasn't doing it in pre-season.
Was he not?
I don't think so. Because Gabriel was playing every game centre back in pre-season, and then he's been dropped because he doesn't really suit it, which I get. But do you know
is that what it is? Because in my head, I'm thinking
he's not good enough on the ball to play the left centre back, and Saliba's the main guy. Yeah. But do you know the one player that you need to do the inverted role? Fuck Partey. Zinchenko's the only one who can do it. So Zinchenko plays left back and you invert from there, and then you have the other 3. But Zinchenko's not been fit, so why have you been playing it without him?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Why are you getting rid of Tini? He obviously doesn't like him, but Tini was their best player 2 seasons ago. Yeah. And like you said, I said that exact. I was in the gym with Matt the other day, and I said to him, I said the same thing. I said, Zinchenko, you'd say, is that better inverted player. If not, he should be a centre mid. You don't need him there because you've got enough. But he would do a better job there. Yeah. And Timber obviously probably would have been there. I would say even bloody Ben White would have done a better job like that. Yeah. He's better on the ball.
You've got to ask yourself a question. Why are you inverting? So I'll go to Liverpool, for example. Liverpool were inverting to get the best out of Trent.
Yeah.
This season hasn't worked so far. Last season, when we went on that run and he was quality, it worked, right?
Yeah.
Why are Arsenal inverting?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's doing it to try and be Pep. He just needs to chill out and be he needs to find his own.
But like you say, a lot of teams are doing it. Ange is doing it.
Like fashion,
I think he's done it for a while though, because he was doing it with Celtic and stuff. But there's a few other teams that are trying to do it. But like you say, but then it's combat, and it's like it's matching up to like man for man, isn't it? Like that's what a lot of, I think, the managers are looking at it and be like, well, if they're going to play like this, well, look how well it did work for you last season with Trent. Now people have clocked onto it, or they're doing it themselves. They're picking holes.
There's a team, I can't think it was. A team did it the other day, and it was literally a lower team down the bottom. And I was like, "What are you doing? Like, it's not going to work for you.
No, you have to be able to play at the back as well."
I can't think who it was, but yeah,
if you can't play at the back, but that's probably like you say about Gabriel not having it on the ball. But they don't need to play like that. They played good football last season. Yeah. But anyway, let's get back to the game. Jimenez nearly scored an outrageous overhead. You see that early doors, just like went past the post. Poor tackle to give away the penalty. But like you said, fucking Saka. What's going on? Fantasy's getting destroyed, mate.
Yeah, mate. I was buzzing.
Odegaard comes in, you're like, oh, well, hang on a minute. Saka's there, Pensacola. What's going on? You might have to make a change. And then this week,
people did that change.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
I've still got Saka, so I was buzzing.
Yeah, I was
but yeah, and then who got the second goal? I can't think. Vieira to Nketiah, wasn't it? He changed Nketiah. Vieira's very good, to be fair.
Yeah, he does look good.
I know he's young. I don't know how old he is, but
they brought him in last season, didn't they? And I don't think they played him a lot.
You've got him. Why are you spending 65 on Havertz? What are you doing?
It is
Havertz.
I mean, we're going to do the video next week once the transfer window's shut. But we're going to do top 5 signings and top 5 flops. I'm going to chuck it in early doors. Havertz is definitely going to be my flops. It's shocking, mate. Yeah. I said it again. I said to Matt, if you pick him up for 25 million, you could be like, okay, yeah, he's a bench. He's a squad player, but starting.
See the old Arsenal TV, they're arguing about it. Some guys like, get him out of the team, And some guys have got to give him time, So they're already having absolutely...
Give him time. Yeah, but the problem is, they haven't brought him from Porto or somewhere. No. They've brought him from Chelsea. Yeah. They know he's a crap player. He can't do it.
Also,
and we said it early on, unless like Arteta had this magical genius plan, he doesn't.
No.
He doesn't fit in. No. Doesn't fit in anywhere.
I think the only place you can play him is like in a 4-2-3-1.
I don't think you play him. You can't play him. He doesn't fit in.
No, I don't think he gets in there 11. But
do you know where? I personally think his best position is if he were playing a diamond and he was sitting just behind the striker.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 4-2-3-1, just behind the striker. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, but he don't get in there 11.
No
chance.
No.
Weird one.
But I thought poor from Arsenal not kicking the ball out. Obviously, the Fulham player down injured, scoring whilst he's down. I mean. If it was Spurs, I'd be saying don't kick the ball out, but it's not. So Arsenal fans, Arsenal, you're scumbag.
But to be fair, in all, I think would you say fair result in the end?
Definitely a fair result. But again, Arsenal haven't looked convincing at all.
Not.
At all.
See what they do. They don't. For me, they don't look as strong as they looked last season. It might take a bit of time, but
I think they just need to go back to basics, mate.
Yeah,
I think they need to get Havertz out of the team, like you said. Push Rice up, get Partey back in midfield, sort their back 4 back out.
Yeah.
Again, the whole Tini situation baffles me. Like, why get rid of him? Especially when Zinchenko's been a bit injured.
Zinchenko, doesn't he? But
but if he's out, who are they playing instead? They're playing Tomiyasu as a left back.
And then he played the other guy, didn't he? That Kurt.
Yeah, he's a centre back. But madness. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm happy to see it. But then, to be fair, they're still knocking about. I think they're 3rd or 4th. So
I've not even looked at it.
I mean, I do think some of their results have been a bit lucky.
You look at the table this early?
Well, I see the table, yeah. Why do I not look at the table?
Have you been actively looking for it? Like, where have you seen it? You've gone on Sky Sports and they haven't looked at it.
I guess so, yeah.
So you've actively looked for it?
Yeah.
I don't look at the table. I don't know where we are on the table.
Yeah, but you're crap.
It's irrelevant.
I'm joking.
We're on 7. What are you on, 7?
Yeah, we're on 7.
There you go then.
Brighton, West Ham, 3-1 West Ham. Brighton really...
I said 3-1, didn't I?
Yeah, but to the wrong team, mate. I mean, Brighton started really well, to be fair.
Right, that goal, right?
Yeah.
That touch, I was like, that is absolutely world class. I didn't realise it come off the defender. I thought he just knocked it far. I was like, that's unreal.
I mean, to be fair,
just seen the space, hit it for it, but fair play.
I mean, fair play. He won the ball in midfield to start with.
Oh yeah, and then he
knocked it on to. I mean, it was a bit of a blatant hoof up, but Antonio won it and then set him up, mate.
It's early, but he's looking like a right sign, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I said it.
Yeah. Oh, calm down. We get something right, mate.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. West Ham have made some tasty signs. That Alvarez, I looked at some of his stats. He's matched up for Rice.
Would have been perfect for
basically the same player.
Oh, mate. I saw it earlier. They've got a Kudos, hasn't they? From
that's what I mean.
For the price of Rice, they've got Kudos, Alvarez, and Ward-Prowse. That's great business. That's
great business.
I put them right down there, but I might have to change.
No, we both did.
They're going to have a good season.
I think we're just avoiding relegation, but
I think they're going to have a good season.
At this point in time, mate, they've been fighting for the top 6.
Might win the league. I think West Ham just took them by surprise.
Yeah, they definitely did. Like, if you look at the stats from the start, Brighton were all over them, and then that break, it just changed. It just flipped the game on its head. I thought Brighton were unlucky to not have. They had a bit of a penalty shout early on. It was a bit of a shoulder barge, I think, from Quetta, what's his name?
Quetta, yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, a lot of people be like, oh, it's a shoulder barge, but there's got to be a line. Like, he's absolutely creamed him in the back.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a shoulder to shoulder, and then there's like, you've absolutely barged the guy down. But I don't know.
Brighton came back into it, and they were.
Yeah, they were definitely knocking on the door.
They were pushing, but the Bowen goal on the counter, absolute class.
Bowen's looked good, man.
Absolute class.
Yeah. Well, we said it, didn't we? That Bowen. Well, we preempted that Bowen. If he's not like scoring, they're going to struggle. But I mean, well, he is scoring.
You know who that reminded me of?
Who?
Suarez. You know when. It's very different. You know the goal when he pinged it and he took it on his shoulder.
Yeah,
I know it's nothing like that, but it was just he took it first time, and then just finish, bang.
There's a splash of class, isn't it?
Yeah, it was class. Yeah. Unreal.
I mean, like I said, West Ham surprised me in a minute. We obviously had them down. They've made some good signings, and they're clearly on their way up.
Yeah.
I was looking at the game and I couldn't work out. Was it West Ham were playing really well or Brighton just not up for it? I think it was a bit of both.
I think West Ham started with a bang.
Yeah.
Playing really well, and I think Brighton did. I think West Ham probably played well for 50 minutes, and then Brighton probably for the rest of the game. But then West Ham just broke really well, didn't they?
Yeah, he did.
Brighton got a good goal, good goal from Gross. Like they just did enough, and they looked solid at the back. I think
West Ham keeper made some banging saves.
He did. To be fair, Brighton had chances, but yeah, he did make some. He did. Well, to be fair,
but this comes back to what we were speaking about last week. That I look at Brighton's team, and I'm like, it's not a top 10 team. I don't care.
Yeah, it's one game. I you know how much I rate them.
Yeah, I mean, I rate them.
It's not.
But they're not a top team.
One of my mates, he said for years, he goes, about just when Potter was in and they were getting good, he went, I'm not sold on the Brighton team. I think they might get relegated. And I was laughed at him. He texted me when they were losing. He's like, I told you they're going to get relegated. This is the year. I was like, yeah,
they didn't get relegated this year, but give it. They'll do a Southampton. I'm telling you now.
Nah, they're too well.
Why? Okay, they brought him Milner for experience. Why is he starting over Veltman,
mate?
Why the F is he starting with Veltman?
He got ripped to right back. He's obviously played for my team. He can't play right back.
We used to joke about it when we watched Liverpool.
Why have they brought 37-year-old Milner to play right back? Getting absolutely mullered.
Veltman's decent, mate. He was one of their better players.
Game sent me to get that.
No, but every time you used to bring Milner at right back, I'd be like, bop a 5 on Milner for a yellow card. Because he can't play it. He's got the pace for it.
Too slow. Oh yeah, he got rinsed.
That's something. Why are they starting with Veltman? And Veltman come off and they changed the game because he had like 2 opportunities himself.
If they're going to play him, they play him in midfield. You can't.
But yeah, I mean,
fair play West Ham.
Yeah, they're unbeaten, obviously. Still,
see if they can keep it up. Got Luton next, haven't they?
It's easy win that, mate. We'll get on to Luton. My opinions on Luton. Right, let's get into a Newcastle Liverpool then. 2-1 Liverpool. What a massive comeback,
mate. I was
calmed right on Newcastle's back.
Depressed at half time.
Yeah, I bet you was, mate.
I honestly was. I put in the group chat. I was like,
done.
I was like, just depressing, innit?
Forget football, mate.
I was like, just depressing. I was like, every one of you, like all the opposition fans, you've got something to look forward to. Even like Villa fans, you've got something to look forward to. What have we got? What have we got? And then Darwin Núñez. I just remember Darwin Núñez's play. What
so fickle, mate.
What a hero.
Fickle.
Nah, still don't think we're going to do anything, but it's something to get excited by, the old Darwin.
Yeah, I mean, obviously starting out, a lot of people are going off about the Trent situation, but I thought that first yellow was soft as anything. No, it should have never been a yellow.
No, but that's the rule now. That's just the rule.
Hang on.
He got pushed in the back first.
No, hang on. He got pushed down. He slid out, and it's not like he's launched the ball. He's just tapped it in, mate.
Back on the way of the pitch.
That's what I mean. I get it.
He got pushed in the back.
That's what I mean.
It's a foul.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's a foul every day of the week.
Soft as fuck.
Yeah.
But then obviously the referee's got now a decision to make, and he's like, "Well, I've given him a soft yellow. I can't now give a yellow because it's too harsh."
I must admit, when I first saw it, I thought the ref's absolutely bottled it. I literally put in a group chat, "Good job, the ref's a pussy." But look, when I saw it again, instead of pushing him or pulling him back, he did just put an arm out. So the ref could just about get away with not giving it.
No, I totally agree. If he got sent off there, I would have been annoyed for Liverpool fans. But obviously, then he goes on to make the mistake for the first goal anyway. So it's like justice is served, essentially. What do you think about the old Van Dijk red?
Mate, I saw it first and I was like, that's not even a red. right? But then I saw it again, and he does go through him.
Yeah, it's last man.
He gets the ball, but he goes through him, and it's last man. So it's a red card.
It's goal scoring opportunity.
But yeah, at first I thought that's not even a bad tackle. But yeah, he does go through him. But just one of them. Like Van Dijk before his injury lets him have the ball and goes with him and just doesn't like. Yeah, he don't go past him. He backs his pace. He backs himself. But since injury, he's just not been the same. So yeah, one of them. I'm worried he might get an extra ban for the way he went off, which is quite funny though. I don't mind.
Yeah, he took a while to go off, didn't he?
Boy. You told the ref to F off, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, it said you're a joke, you F off. And the did you not see the fourth official?
I saw him. He
fourth official put his hand on him. He was like, "Get your hand off me." He's like, "Get off me." Yeah, it's okay.
Big Van Dijk. It's Klopp's always going funny as well, mate. He does my head in.
But to be fair,
love Simone.
But to be fair, we played back with 10 men again, 2 games in a row.
I mean, you did. I mean, Newcastle were knocking on the door. I thought Almiron. I mean, Alisson made an absolute world-class save.
Volley save. Eddie Howe said it was the best save they've ever seen.
Yeah, well, it's not far off it, mate.
Unreal.
Top class. I mean, if it was slightly more to the top bins, I'd be like, that's the best save I've ever seen. But it was a little bit more central.
It's his positioning.
Mate, I'm not like downplaying it. It was a fantastic save. And then he's give it the odd little bitch slap to get it out as well. Class save. Don't get me wrong. And he was top tier again. He's been carrying your defence this season and last season. But obviously, I think just before. Nunez got the goal, didn't he? I can't remember the order of it all fell in.
No, Almiron hit the post before Nunez came on.
Sorry. Almiron then went and hit the post.
Yeah, that was
and then Nunez come on. Botman had an absolute stinker. Had a couple.
Was it Botman? I thought it was Burn.
No, it's Botman. I think.
You might be right. Yeah,
I'm sure it's Botman. He had a couple of little juggles with his foot, and then Nunez pulled his pants down with a great finish.
Mate,
and then I'm pretty sure Barnes went the other end.
Should have squared it.
It. I don't know what he was waffling on the ball, mate. He was like, "Oh, what do I do? What do I do?"
Yeah,
and then by the time he actually made
Salah goes up the other end, pops it through for Darwin.
Cheeky assist.
There's only one outcome there, isn't there? Yeah. 2 shots, 2 goals, 30 minutes on the pitch.
I mean, it's a big result, to be fair. I was looking, you've got really good results against Newcastle, especially recent times.
You know, you said about the City, they've got a City block. We always beat them as well. We beat them last season.
Yeah.
We beat them last minute. I went to the game actually last minute at Anfield with a Carvalho goal, like a scrap.
Yeah.
And then we beat them
2-0, I think.
And then when we played them again,
that dodgy handball,
when we played them again at their place, is when we'd been on a bad run and they'd been flying, and everyone thought they were going to smash us, and then we beat them. So yeah, they got a block on us. We got a bit of block on them as well.
It's a good result, mate. Good result. I mean, like you said.
To be fair, mate, buzzing we beat him because they're getting far too big for their boots. Like that Tinder, who does he think he is? Shushing Klopp. Who does he think he is?
Yeah.
I know Klopp's outed him in the media recently, but him and Howe, they're just not likeable, mate.
No, I like Howe.
Nah, mate.
He
used to.
I don't know about the other guys.
They're getting too big for their boots. They're getting too big for their boots before they got there. They think they're like six. They've got a bit of money. They think
they're a good team.
They're a good team.
I mean, Gordon's starting to look like the player they originally signed.
Quality,
yeah, he's looking good. Because I was saying last week, I don't know how he's keeping
Tonali as well, by the way.
Tonali's top class. Well, I said to you, didn't I?
Tonali is exactly what we needed.
Yeah, when Maddison was getting linked with us and Newcastle, and then they got Tonali, I was a bit like, oh.
He took off him and Gordon and changed the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate, unlucky.
Great result. But yeah, onwards and upwards. Newcastle need to... Oh, it's just so mad. The Prem's just a mad, mate. I love it. I effing love football, brother.
Mate,
love it.
Can't call top 10.
No, you can't. I don't think you can call anything, mate. Even relegation. Like we said, we were calling West Ham to be finishing like 70.
Yeah.
They're on par to finish top 6, mate. But you never know, mate. Anything can change. But anyway, let's move on. We got Chelsea, Luton, Friday night football. Another big win for Chelsea. And I'm calling it early, yeah. I'm calling it now. If I was a betting man, which I used to be, I'd put on Luton. I'm calling it now. Clip it. And I don't know why I'm saying clip it because I'm the deader.
I ain't clipping anything.
I'll clip it if I'm right. Luton aren't getting more than 18 points this season. There you go.
Based on 2 games?
Based on 3 games.
They've played 2 games.
Oh, yeah. Okay, based on 2 games.
Right.
Unless they have some magical, crazy form at home,
which
I still don't see it. They're shocking.
You say 18 points. What's the record? Derby's record?
It was like 9, isn't it?
9?
I think it's something crazy like that. Wow. 9 or 12. It's mental. I don't think they're going to break the record, but they're going to be
I can't put a number on it, mate, but we knew they were going to be down there and absolute struggles.
Well, yeah.
Nothing's changed,
I honestly think they're going to be absolutely battered. They're going to be the whipping boys hard. I'm just throwing out there. I'm sorry, Luton fans. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, Matt.
It's going to be a rough season ahead.
I'm backing you for a few wins, Matt. I am.
Well, yeah.
I'm backing.
Not only enough to get 18 points.
I reckon you get 19.
Sterling looks like a new man under Pochettino.
Annoying, innit?
Yeah, a little bit.
I like him being a flop.
Yeah. Got a brace this week. Did he get an assist as well?
He got 2 goals and assist,
Yeah, and then he looked really good last week as well.
Yeah, he did. He was showing glimpses last week, but yeah, he just put it all into play. But what I would say is it's only Luton. Sorry, Luton.
Yeah, I know.
We need to calm down a bit.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not hyping on the Chelsea train, but they've looked decent.
Yeah.
They've shown like elements that they could be. They're definitely still beatable. I can't see they're not going to be top.
It's going to take them a few years to
I don't.
better in.
I still think they need some players.
But I think Jackson looks a threat.
Jackson's got. Yeah,
I really like him. I think he looks a threat. Took his goal well, makes good runs. He reminds me a bit of Nunes actually last season. Just not getting as many chances. But
well, they're pushing Fernandes a bit more forward now, isn't they?
Yeah,
he was getting into some dangerous areas.
No, good win, but at the end of the day, without Luton fans again, it's only Luton. Like, let's see what they do next. Who they got next? Got Forest this weekend. That'd be a good game because Forest could do something.
Yeah, it'd be a good tester.
But yeah, fair play for getting the 3 points. But
I saw Silva should have had a pen. He got dragged down early doors, I think, if I remember correctly. I was like, well, that's got to be a pen. He's literally pulled him down. But like you said, Jackson getting his first goal as well for the club. Yeah. I think Poch was raving about that. And then Gusto, mate, 2 assists. Who needs Reece James?
In your fantasy team?
Who's your captain? He is. He was on my bench. 14 points.
Oh, so you didn't get the points?
No.
Oh, buzzing. Thank God
I
for that.
had 29 points chilling on my bench.
Thank God for that, mate.
What a mug.
Should play bench boost, mate.
Actually, do you know what? It's so annoying. I actually thought about it. Generally, no lie, I swear on my life. I actually thought about it. I was like, nah, I'll save. I get sucked into that. I'll save it for the 2-game week.
Convenient.
But my bench is chunky. But yeah, Luton, I think unless they do something magical at home, it's going to be a tough season. Bournemouth Spurs then, 2-0 Spurs on the weekend where Robbie Williams sang his new renditions of Angels. I'm loving Ange Postecoglou instead. Have you seen it?
What are you going on about?
You've not seen it?
What? No, I don't know what you're going on about.
We got a Spurs like song guy. He sits in the stadium. He sings like songs and stuff. And he made one up for Ange Postecoglou over the Angels, Robin Williams. And then Robin Williams come out and sung that song. And at the end, he's like, I guess I'm a Spurs fan now. I was like, big man, Robbie. Nice. Love it, mate. But yeah, another convincing win, mate, for Spurs.
You looking solid.
Looking top tier.
You were supposed to ship goals this season. You're looking all right.
2 clean sheets on the bounce, mate.
Mate, I was fuming. I had James Madison on the bench in my fantasy team.
So did I. I thought he was injured. And do you know what's even more annoying?
Scored.
You text me Friday, have you changed your team? And I knew Friday morning he was fit. Because he trained.
Yeah, but they were like...
And then I was like, maybe
he's available, but I still thought it'd be better. I thought they wouldn't risk him.
We only had one training session. Yeah, but so I was like,
what signing he's going to be for you, mate? Everything's going through him. Everything.
Yeah, he's
you keep him fit, you could get 6 this season, mate.
I mean, the only frustrating thing is that I'm looking at the team now, and the only player I want to replace is Richie. And apparently we're only prioritising a right-sided, and that's Brennan Johnson. Which obviously Kulusevski's out there.
Not play through the middle. Brennan Johnson can play through the middle.
He can, but I don't think he wants. I think he wants the versatility of having someone like that. But I'd say we need a natural goal, out and out goal.
Richie could come good, to be fair. He scored goals at Everton,
but he's not.
Yeah, well though. Udogie, decent.
Udogie's a beast, mate. I recorded it, didn't he? He's going to be my young player of the season.
Is he all right?
He kicked the floor.
Oh, okay.
I think he just hurt his ankle. They just took him off precautionary. Did you see the little clip of Madison? Walking to the corner flag. That
was brilliant.
They were singing
Southgate gets right, you're
Southgate's right, you're fucking shite.
Yeah, that was it. And
then he gets to the corner flag and that knocks it off.
Southgate's right, you're fucking shite. Southgate's right, you're fucking shite.
That was so funny.
Yeah, it was jokes because obviously I think all the Bournemouth fans appreciate it as well. They thought fair play. Crack. Yeah, that's what I mean. You got to have a bit of banter.
He looks like he's enjoying the football, mate.
That's it, mate.
I'm jealous, mate. He's a really good signing for you.
Top signing, like you said about Ward-Prowse, 40 million for Madison, mate. When you're talking about Casados and Rice's like 100 plus, mental.
A bit older,
it's reversal though, isn't it? Because you'd expect years gone by. I know you said it's like the old school. You just expect the attacking midfielder. I mean, Ward-Prowse probably isn't that, but Madison, the attacking to be more expensive. And now you've got defensive midfielders. Yeah, true. He's only 26.
28, mate.
Madison's 26.
No, he's not.
Google it.
He's 28.
Google it whilst I talk about my beautiful team Spurs.
I'm almost 100% sure he's 28.
Well, Richie missed that golden opportunity as well. You see that when he took it round, and then I was like, come on, just put it in, man. And then again, yeah, 626.
I thought it was 28.
Told you, mate. You can eat my poop.
That's such a signing.
I know, it's great signing, mate.
I honestly thought it was 28.
And he's saying his prime, mate. And he's happy in his life. He's got his kids. He's loving it, mate.
Yeah, that's a great
he's buzzing for it.
Can't believe he's got so cheap.
Also, again, second week in a row, that's Semenyo. I've been impressed with it, mate. Semenyo.
Oh, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was Spurs.
We do talk about
attacker. Yeah. No, yeah, it looks good. It looks solid.
He looks class.
He's powerful, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they signed him this season, but he was there last season.
Yeah, I think they got him in January. I think he didn't play till towards the end.
Okay, fair enough. But again, apart from that 15-minute threat in the sort of the early stages of the first half, which Ange counteracted pretty well, he brought Højbjerg and Perisic on. It sort of nullified them a bit and then got us back into control. I don't think Bournemouth really offered an awful amount. They had a few shots.
I don't think they've got too many goals in there now.
Yeah.
But, mate, your boy Basuma.
Oh, he's just
running things,
isn't he? Class, isn't he?
That's
what I mean. That's what I mean. I do you know what? You know, at the start of every season, football fans, we're all fickle in a sense, like, especially if you're in that the top 10, let's say, as a supporting team, you get juiced and you're like, do you know what, this is gonna be the year. We're gonna challenge, we're gonna win something. I actually feel, I'm not saying we're gonna win or anything, but I feel really good about us.
No, mate,
the football's good to watch.
I was just about to say, it's actually such a shame that Kane felt the year he needed to go.
Yeah, there's a year that we could actually.
Looks like you've got a manager. I know it's early days, but you look like you've got a manager who knows what he's doing, has a philosophy, and it works. You've got, like, the doggies come from nowhere, young player. You've got Maddison's coming, who's going to get. Imagine how many assists he would have got for Kane.
Well, Maddison, that was one of the things he wanted.
Bassuma's come in and run in midfield. Yeah. I honestly think Basuma, if he carries on the way he's going, it would be one of the best midfielders this season in the league.
100%.
It's just such a shame that he's gone.
I know. That's what I mean. That's why I say about Rich is the only position where I'm like, he's the weak point. And imagine if Kane was there. We would have won 5-0.
Maybe we're going for the title, mate.
Do you know what I mean? But no, I mean, do you know what you said about Ange? He just oozes confidence. You know, the sort of person when they start talking, you just engaged and you just want to listen to what they have to say. He's that sort of person.
Yeah.
Whereas some other people are like, oh, you go, shut up, mate, you're boring me. Whereas Ange's just like, oh, he's magic, mate.
Loves the
anyway, I'm not going to get too juiced up for it. I am a little bit juiced, but I'm excited, mate. I'm excited, but we'll see. We'll see how the season goes. Yeah, a well-deserved win. Obviously, again, Bournemouth, but I think they'll be all right this season. I thought Clivert showed flashes of decency in him as well. So.
I hope they do shocking anyway, because they sacked my boy Gary, didn't they? So
I mean, he's doing a half-decent job at Wolves.
They could go down.
Sheffield United, Man City, 2-1 City. A late winner for the 3 points.
Say what, mate? Sheffield United defended really well.
And I was thinking, I was like, that's what a newly promoted team. They ain't got the quality all over the pitch. You've got defended numbers.
Yeah, 100%.
And three bodies on the line. That's what I was saying about Luton. They're not showing it. They might show it, but Sheffield are showing some sort of resilience.
City got the game. City got the goal. But Sheffield United stayed in the game. They got the goal late on. You thought, hang on, they can actually get a point here. Fair play to City's going the other end. Rodri.
Oh, it was absolute tasty goal.
He's the best defensive midfielder in the world, but he pops up with
2 goals already this season.
Pops up with goals. Clutch goals as well.
I think he's a fantasy. I was like,
you know, guess how old he is?
27.
He's 26.
I was going to say 26.
That's bad as well. He plays like he's 33.
Yeah, he's just got an experience head on him, doesn't he?
He's unbelievable.
He's top tier.
But yeah, I'll tell you what, Sheffield United could take some positives.
Yeah, definitely positives. I mean, Haaland should have probably got 3 goals.
Yeah.
He missed a pen, obviously, hitting the post.
He's a bit washed, though, isn't he?
Do you think he's done?
Yeah, he's washed.
One season wonder.
No, of course not. But I tell you what, he's not in the greatest form. He's now scored.
No, he's not. But
he scored in two games of his last 10.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh God, I didn't realise that.
Because he went off, didn't he, the Royal? And he scored the first games, but he got 2. But that's still 1 game. So that game and this game, 2 in his last 10.
Yeah,
I suppose I know he scored 2 out of 3 this season. But
I mean, obviously he's going to hit many opportunities. That's the thing.
I don't think he's going to hit the heights he did.
No, but that's the thing. When you're in a team like City, you're that striker. You're going to have so many opportunities a game.
Yeah.
That's why you think when Kane had the opportunity, like, potentially to go back there a couple of years ago.
If you played up front for City, all season, like,
I'd get 15, 20 goals, mate.
20 goals?
Yeah.
What, in the shape you're in now?
No, well, not now.
When you're a bum knee,
innit? Yeah, my prime, mate.
You get 20 goals for City.
Yeah, I'm a beast, mate.
20
I was
goals.
rapido, mate.
20 goals. Are you on pens?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, fine.
I was on pens for all my teams, mate, so why not?
Okay.
And I was a centre-back.
So you reckon you got the movement?
I got
the pace to get behind?
Yeah, 100%.
20 goals, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I'll take 3.
Yeah, you're crap, though, mate.
20
I thought Sheffield... I said 15-20, mate. I'm backing, mate. I'm backing them goals. I'll just stand in the box, mate.
Oh my god!
Absolute nifty movement, mate. Now I used to send defenders on a little walkabouts, mate. I'd be touching them, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, he's there, he's safe." But 2 seconds later, I'm back post, mate. I was a defender. Yeah, I was a beast, mate.
So you know how they think.
Absolute beast, mate. What do you think? I scored all my goals from corners, mate. They thought I was there. I was over there,
20
mate.
goals.
Machine.
Oh, funny.
Anyway, Haaland, beast of a header for the goal.
Yeah, good ball.
Good ball in. And then fans jumped out on his back. I was looking at like, what's that sub? Like who? I was like, who is that? Is that like something like I thought it was Phil Foden or something? There, it just turns out it was a fan, mate. Absolutely rustled up by the security in the end, but
yeah, I did the job, didn't I?
Yeah, like you said, Rodri got the late winner. I mean, Sheffield definitely made a better account for themselves, I think. They showed some definite positive signs.
No, hopefully they can build on that. They've got Everton of the weekend, haven't they? So that's a massive game at home as well. So.
Old boy Walker sorted them out as well for their goal.
What is he doing?
It's a cheeky back heel, mate.
You're 30, what, 2 is he?
No, he's
33?
34, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Experienced head.
Yeah. Do you know what?
And you're back heeling it.
Yeah, there was one thing I thought.
In your own box.
Hear me out, brother.
What are you doing?
One thing I thought. What are Sheffield United pretty good for? Long throws. In my head, I was thinking maybe he's thought to himself, or the manager's been like, try and avoid putting him out for long throws in and around, like level with the box. So instead of just hoofing it out, he tries to do a cheeky back heel. It's not, because let's be honest, if it comes off, he had 3 City players around him.
I think he's just trying to be a flash.
Well, either or. Maybe I'm just reading into it a bit more than it should be. But either way, it was poor. He shouldn't have been doing it.
I can't stand it, so I'm just
got to say back in. I love a bit of Walker.
He's a mug.
Why is he a mug?
He's just trying to be flash.
Why is he a mug?
But yeah, he got left off the hook. Rodri got him off the hook, didn't he?
Well, yeah, an absolute scrimmer.
My boy phoned and get me an unreal Zidane-like touch.
I was buzzing.
To get me a little assist on
I was buzzing when he come off. I was like, sick, he doesn't get Madison points. You got a doji though, you little penis.
Only 4 points, but yeah. Little mistouch, but yeah, great finish.
Yeah. Right, let's get into Burnley Villa then. 3-1 Villa. Great play from Watkins for that first goal and got the assist from Matty Cash. Getting a cheeky brace, mate. Where did that come from?
Mate, flying. He's playing like right wing, isn't he? Yeah, fair play. Getting into the box late and then a good finish for the one that Diarby laid off to him.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hot, yeah.
And Diarby been a bit of a beast, mate. Got his goal.
Mate, great
got the assist. He nearly got another assist at the end as well.
Do you know what I love about that signing? It just shows ambition. Like that is it really is too good for Villa. But he's come in.
I don't know.
Well, he is.
Well, you say
he could have gone to
finish 7th.
I don't know what the offense is.
He's a top.
No, but he takes them to the next level. He helps take them to the next level. Yeah, definitely. He's quality player. It shows ambition. Really rate it.
Haven't been as impressed with Pau Torres on the subject of Villa signings. I think obviously he's still got to settle in.
I think he's been fine. I think that's a bit recency bias from you. I think you've seen the mistake, and even if you're subconsciously going, "Oh, he's not been great," but I think he's been fine.
he didn't impress me against who was it, United or Newcastle?
I believe you, mate.
One of the two. I wasn't. I just haven't been that impressed.
But no, I'd be interested to see what they do in Europe because obviously Emery's an absolute god in Europe. So
he does love a European.
I'd be interested to see how they cope with their squad because I think their squad's quite beefy now. But yeah, great win. Burnley got themselves back into it.
Burnley didn't really offer anything in the first half, and then they come out quick out the traps.
Yeah, I think at 2-1 they were still knocking on the door, and then Villa went up the other end and got the killer, didn't they? But Foster scored. Never even heard of him. Fair play to him. Don't know really. Never heard of him.
Oh, for Burnley.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like,
if he played for the Championship or what. But, yeah, to be fair, he used his body well, didn't he?
Didn't they just sign him?
No, I think he played for the Championship. I might be wrong.
Maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, he used his body well. Just give your mate Pau Torres the old shrug.
Yeah, he sent him for a hot dog.
And finished it in, didn't he? Fair play.
I mean, it was end-to-end stuff after that. It was pretty good game, and then yeah, just finished how it was.
One thing I'd say about Burnley is I think that they'll be all right. I think they'll have a good season, but Villa aren't. Obviously, Villa are going to have a good season, we feel, but Villa aren't one of the top teams at the moment, and Villa were flying forward. I think Burnley need to sit back and just be a bit more compact and try and soak up a bit more. They were too open.
I was going to say
do that against City.
I feel
Liverpool,
like Burnley are going to get. I know it sounds easy to say, but Burnley are going to get their points around the teams around them.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Whereas when they come up against the big boys, they're going to get pulled apart. I think.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to try and nick a couple of draws here and there from the bigger teams.
Yeah, possibly.
You can't play. I mean, Fulham just done it. Arsenal. You can't play like that.
No.
A bit like we said, Luton were a bit naive in the first game, didn't we? I think you just got to be a bit more street-wise.
It smells a little bit like, at Leeds under, what's his name? Bielsa. Where one week they'll win 4-0, the next week they get pumped 4-0.
Which is mad because Company's a centre-back.
Yeah.
It's just fun, isn't it? But
he's obviously learnt from Pep. So
no, but I'm really interested.
This
yet. I'm really interested to see how Burnley develop this season, actually.
I think they'll be all right.
I think
they'll have enough.
No, they're a likeable team.
Everton, Wolves then. 1-0 Wolves. It was the early 6-pointer, wasn't it?
Yeah, every game Everton's in is a 6-pointer.
Well, yeah, but obviously Wolves, they've both not hit the ground running, essentially. But I was saying about Danjuma. He looked really good. I think it was unlucky. Got played through the middle a couple of times.
I sat there last week, then I said to you, what have Everton got? Okay. And you're going to tell me they're playing well again, they're making chances.
Yeah.
And what are they not doing?
Scoring.
They're not putting the ball in the net.
They're signing the striker.
Bebo, whatever his name is. They better hope he's good because...
Well, yeah, he's unproven.
How many times can you keep making chances?
He's a big boy.
And keep being unlucky?
Now, honestly, I'm throwing out there. I think Everton are going to be fine. Danjuma on the right, Harrison on the left, and this new boy through the middle. They're going to be fine.
Mate, Danjuma is not proven. He could be a complete flop.
He's got a bit about him.
Mate, you're massively underestimating how much of a hard job they're in. He'll be sacked by Christmas.
Oh yeah, he might be
easily.
He might be, but I'm telling you now, everyone will be fine. I'm telling you now. What I called. All right, do you want to put a bet on it?
No, go on. First of all, let me just say what I'm going to say. Everton will go into the last game of the season having to win to stay up. At best. At best. Guarantee you.
They were unlucky. They were unlucky against Fulham. They were unlucky against Wolves. They were the better team on the day. I'm sorry, Wolves fans. The bet is that they're going to be fine.
They're the unlucky, but then they're finding a way to lose. They're having all these chances. They can't, not taking them, finding a way to lose.
They can't finish. They were playing Danjuma on his own up top, basically. Harrison wasn't playing, and they haven't got this new striker. As long as this striker gets 10 goals a season, they're in trouble. I'm telling you.
But Wolves are the ones we were relegating. I bet Wolves step over Everton.
Yeah, but Wolves have got Gary O'Neill, mate, boy. Exactly. But they're about to lose Nunes to City. Yeah, and he's been one of their better players.
I don't think he's that influential.
He is.
He's one of their better players, but I think they cope without him.
Well, not if they don't replace him.
Well, yeah, fine, but I'm sure they will.
You want to scrap outside, bro?
I think you're massively underrating how much of a
to be
shambles Everton are in.
On the subject of Wolves, Fabio Silva has looked a lot more better last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I think that loan spell had done him a
football manager legend, mate.
Yeah.
He's got the stats.
Well, they've got Neto and stuff as well. They've got some of them young, like you say about football manager, funny enough. When they started signing a few of them players, who was that left back they got as well? What's his name?
Nori.
Yeah, that's it. Nori. I used to sign all them on Football Manager. I'd be like, when they signed him, I was like, Wolves are doing bits, mate. But then later on, Pickford made an absolute top save. That little cheeky one, got down to him, and then Jose Sarr was like, "Hold my beer."
Yeah,
absolutely pulled out a stomper as well.
I'll tell you what, it's the weekend of the goalkeepers, isn't it? Them 2.5.
Yeah, few good saves this weekend.
No, fair play. But I mean, they've got to start winning.
Yeah, there was a couple offside goals.
They've got Sheffield United at the weekend.
Who? Everton.
Massive game. It's another 6-pointer. Every one of their games is a 6-pointer. Imagine losing that. If they lose that, if they lose to Sheffield United 2-1 at the weekend, right? Yeah. Are you going to sit here next week and say to me, Everton will be all right? I'm telling you, Everton going to be all right. Even if they lose to Sheffield United? Do you know what? Honestly... You're not an honest man. One of our mates, Tom Smith's an Everton fan, and when he talks about football, I'm like, oh my God. He's the most drab person about Everton. He doesn't watch Channel 8, so it's all right. But he's always going on about Everton. I'm like, oh, do you know what? It makes me dislike Everton. Same with like Liverpool. I used to like Liverpool, and then like you would become really annoying. So I was like... It's like I've got like 6 Arsenal fans. If I couldn't hate Arsenal enough, I have 6 friends that are Arsenal fans. Fantastic. But anyway, back to the game. What was I saying? Oh, Wolves late winner, mate. Yeah, Peter Crouch's European brother. How tall is he, mate? I love it. You see it? Yeah, mate, unbelievable. I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy's massive. Yeah, he's got to be at 6'6", 6'5", surely. He's an absolute man. So who they signed him from? I don't know who they signed from. I don't know. Some non-club. But I couldn't even say his name. Krajnak or something? Yeah, something like that. But I'm sure he'll bang a couple of goals. Been playing in Germany. Probably. Yeah. Anyway, right, let's get into our final game then. Crystal Palace, Brentford. Wasn't a game for the history books. A cheeky 1-1. Yeah. They've drawn the last 4, 5 times, haven't they? Wish I'd known that before the game.
Yeah. I mean, what a goal from, is it Shrewd? Shrewd? I can't remember what's his name.
That's not how you say it.
What is it?
But yeah, I know.
Shrade?
Shrad? I don't know.
Either way, brilliant run, great finish, winger, mate. Yeah. Well, he's German, and I think they got him.
From Germany, yeah. Great little. Like that dribbling's cut aside and bang, yeah, it was nice.
Well, I was saying to you earlier that front three now, Wissa, Embremo, and Schwade.
I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
Absolute solid, mate.
I thought you were going to say they don't need Tony, and you can buy him in Jan.
We'll take Tony. I'll have to take Tony, especially now. Yeah, definitely take Tony.
Well, you never know. They might think maybe let's do a deal. Like we've shown we don't.
We don't.
Sorry. But yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. Obviously, Flecker made a couple of cheeky saves, and
then he had a nightmare.
What, with Anderson?
With that goal.
That was so weird, mate.
I think him and the defender both thought each other were going to go for it, and then
I think Anderson
kind of left
put it for his legs.
Put it for his legs, yeah.
Yeah,
never should have got there.
Madness.
Yeah, good one.
But yeah, another crazy weekend of football. Let us know what your highlight game was. I'm trying to think of something to encourage you to comment.
Everton fans, let us know if you think you're in trouble.
Yeah, Everton fans, let us know.
Tell us what month you think Dyche is going to get sacked.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, here's one for the comments then. Who's the first manager to get sacked?
Ooh, I'm
big one out there.
Dyche.
You're saying Dyche?
Anyone wants 50 sheets on it, I'll have it.
I have to have a little think. I'm going. Oh, I don't know. Actually, it's a tough one. I think it's one of the big boys.
Ooh,
that aren't hitting the ground.
Who?
Well, that's why I have to have an actual think about it.
Pep, Klopp, Arteta, not happening. Ange, not happening.
No.
Poch, not happening.
No.
It's not. Who's going to be one of the big boys?
Emery,
not going to be Emery.
Not Eddie.
It's not going to be
Eddie. Could be
Ooh,
Eddie, bro.
That is a bold shout. I mean, their season could.
It's hard, isn't it?
Darwin News has just ruined them, so they could. Their season could fall off.
Could just fall apart.
Fall apart. Yeah.
I mean, they've played
psychologically. They must
City and Liverpool.
Gone.
But
I'm saying,
yeah, I don't know. Tough one. Let us know in the comments who you think. I'm gonna reserve my choice for now. Maybe I'll give it an extra. But obviously, keep tuning in. We've got Premier League predictions coming up a couple of days after this gets released. And then next week, we've got top 5 flops and top 5 signings.
Boom.
Obviously, once the transfer window shut. I'm still sitting on our Premier League awards as well.
Just sat that
filmed
off,
it about 2 weeks ago.
Sacked it off, mate.
Yeah, but then some of them could have been good shouts. I think we've got first manager to get sacked and stuff in there.
Oh, the awards one. That's decent. I thought you meant the Premier League all time 11. So
that's for a rainy day, mate. We've got a couple of videos for rainy days. I think we got what's it called? Underrated, overrated, episode 4.
Sack it.
But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.